So in this video, I'm going to be building a Raspberry Pi desktop computer that is fully independent. It's its own monitor. It has its own cooling fans, own power supply. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build that. So we also have this small power strip that I have glued to the back of this monitor, and I have some tape right here currently holding it down. And over here is the Raspberry Pi, which I have just taped down because I might want to use it in future projects. This is a VGA cord, and that will go to an HDMI adapter, which is right here, which will then go into the Raspberry Pi. Um, we have we also have this, which is connected to these two fans, which I showed how I got them in a previous video. I will have the link for that video in the description on where I got the fans, which are connected to this small cord mini USB, which will go into the power strip right there. I have this, which is a micro USB 2.0, and that is going to go into Raspberry Pi. That is, I also have the power for the monitor, which will go into there, and I have the power for, actually that's it. So now we have the HDMI adapter for the Raspberry Pi connected to the Raspberry Pi, and that's for VGA. And this is the power for the monitor, which is now connected to the power strip, and that just coils around a couple times to get rid of some of the cord length, and then that goes right in. That switch is going to be used as basically the power button for the whole system, because that's how we'll turn on and off the monitor, the fans, the Pi, even though the Pi could technically be shut down from the system. So we now have the VGA, which has been coiled around a couple times, and that is now into the HDMI adapter. So now we're going to go and get the fans secured on the Raspberry Pi. So now we have the two fans secured on the Raspberry Pi, which they are going to go through, and there's two fans. You don't need two fans, you could just use one, but the two fans are connected. We have them connected into the top of the power strip, so that's what the whole thing looks like right now. And we're also going to be using those two speakers over there connected to that iPod Nano 3rd generation. We're going to have those on the bottom right here and on the other side. So now those speakers are connected to the entire system, and those just go through an auxiliary jack, which is that little yellow one connected to the Pi. We have the Pi plugged in, and that's what it looks like from the front. And the only plug we have is that little plug. So how about we see how it runs? So now all we have to do to start up the Pi is flip the little switch on the back of it, and the blue light will come on the monitor, and the rainbow looking LCD test shows up on the Raspberry Pi. And so now we have the Raspberry Pi logo, and it is beginning to boot up. Okay, so now we have our Raspberry Pi. It's booted up. It is running perfectly. the fans are running, everything is running. So now this is a little test that we are doing with Minecraft Pi Edition, just to kind of see how it runs. Everything runs perfectly, which is expected. And no matter how tough you run this on the Raspberry Pi, Minecraft isn't a very tough application, but it will run some pretty tough applications for the Pi and stay at a cool temperature because of the fans. So I really hope that you enjoyed my video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe.